Good day everyone, Jolene here from Chill Lifestyle. So we're going to do what is coming in for you. So I did do a reading about Capricorn being in Pluto Pluto being in Capricorn and now Pluto moving into Aquarius. But I thought I would do another explanation as to what's been happening since 2008. So I'm sure you want to jump to your sign, but maybe you want to listen to this because it's probably going to affect or make you understand why you've been through what you've been through and what's coming. So Capricorn moved into, Pluto moved into Capricorn in 2008. And what this meant was, so Capricorn, again, doesn't mean the Capricorns, but Capricorn in tarot is represented by the Devil card. Now, again, I'm not talking about, saying that in any way it's evil. It's more the fact of it brings out things that are not good. So it brings out people's shadows. It brings out lies. It brings out deception. It brings out controlling stuff. People who are trying to control you, your mind, your thoughts. It also brings out areas in your life where you have suffered with perhaps codependencies to people, to substances, to jobs, to relationships. And it really, it was a karmic cycle for the earth and for special individuals. Now, I mean, I can tell you that since 2008, I also had received a lot of a karmic cycle. I had relationships that were not in alignment with me. They were not in alignment with my values, and they ended in terrible ways, and they gave me really harsh lessons. I had to end the cycle myself, and I had to do a lot of deep dive. I've been in a 5-year really deep dive healing of all my shadows, of all my fears, of all my codependency problems. So if you had taken on or have a cycle of repeat of taking on jobs, and again, not from a place of judgment, sometimes you take on jobs because you have to have the money, but the lesson is to somehow improve your life so that you don't land up with the same kind of bosses or the same kind of people, or maybe you're needing to look at the reasons why you need money. Is it, I feel, it suits my ego. Again, ego is the devil card because you are not doing things for your higher good, which is that of God and spirit, in the universe. You are doing things in the sense of, I need to buy certain clothes because it makes me look good. It makes my friends think that I'm happy. It makes, I buy certain cars because, again, it's the status symbol. And so you take on jobs so you can have money to pay for things that you actually don't need, okay? The age of Aquarius, however, is that of healing. It's that of hope. It's that of working together to bring about a better world, a world where there's peace, a world where there's hope. Now, this year, it's going from January and it's going to go until September, which means you've got a couple of months to really, if you have not done your shadow work, if you have not worked through, why do I take on certain relationships? Why do I accept less for myself? The pressure's going to be on, okay? You're going to feel huge amount of pressure to make big changes because, again, you're not going to be in alignment with the Aquarius energy or the age of Aquarius, where we're working together to make the world a better place. You will have a lot more destroying weather patterns. You will have a lot more destruction when it comes to money systems. We will have a lot more destruction when it comes to government systems over the next year because, again, it's forcing us to realize that this is not healthy. We are not in a good place. So if you are struggling or you have had a lot of bad karma since 2008, then again, it was a lesson for you to sit back and go, wow, how many mistakes have I made? How do I change this? How do you go back to your childhood? Because it all stems from childhood. Did I have parents who were money grabbers? Did I have parents who pushed me to do things because they, not to blame the parents, but to understand that that was what their parents did to them. And, this is how their life was. So really focus on that and you'll have a different change coming up. So guys, again, let's check out your moon, your rising, your ascending, and your Venus sign, as they all may come with a different energy. So you can learn, again, I'm going to go through what were your lessons during Capricorn season and what can you expect, okay? And again, your free will intervene. Nothing happens unless you take the steps towards. So learn your lessons, heal from whatever your shadow self is needing to heal, any codependency issues or any lack of self-esteem issues. If you can heal those, you will then be in alignment. You cannot manifest from a place of lack. You cannot manifest from a place of low self-esteem. You need to really, otherwise you will manifest, but you will manifest like versus like. So you will continuously manifest relationships that are not good for you. Your soulmate can only come when you are in alignment with your soulmate. Okay, so just try and remember that. The same with money. When you believe that you deserve and you believe that you are in alignment with the money, you will find jobs and money and opportunities that come to you. Thank you for the long message that I had to go through. Please don't forget, also comment, like, subscribe, and share this with other people, because it's quite important to get the message out to help others. Thank you and goodbye. Hello Pisces. So you might be having the same lessons. Let's see. Now, welcome again for the moon, rising, Venus signs of Pisces. Okay, so I'm doing this by elements, guys. It's just easier because otherwise it takes way too long to upload, and I like to give you a decent message. So what was Pisces? Pisces since 2008, what was their biggest lesson? What did they have to learn the most during Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn? What did Pisces have to learn the most? What was their biggest lessons? Now, you guys are quite mutable signs, so you may not have had as harsh a lesson as some of the other signs, but, you know, still, there's always lessons to be learned. What was Pisces' biggest lesson? So I'm getting... Maybe you just needed a good shuffle so that you don't have the same as other signs. Okay, wow, Pisces. Okay, so your own sign in reverse and being trapped. So where in your life, Pisces, did you not want to see the truth? Somewhere in your life you felt trapped in certain situations, like you could not move, you could not break free. You felt things in your life were rigid, and your lesson was really and truly to turn this around, and that was to understand that your intuition, so your biggest lesson was needing to learn to use your intuition to guide you through the dark times, to use your intuition to guide you through the truth, to guide you out of situations that have made you feel trapped or stuck. Okay, so this could be anything. Maybe you've had, sorry, this is a little bit zoomed out a little bit there. You may have had things in your life, lessons about, or anything really, anything. Maybe you were trapped in a bad relationship, or you have been trapped in a bad relationship or financial situation. But again, it's learning to understand your emotions, learning to understand your deeper emotions and how they cause you to be trapped. Because again, if you look at this picture, this woman is, well, she's tied up, she's bound, and her eyes are shut. She cannot see that actually, look how loose these clothes are. Those swords do not go all the way around. They're actually only halfway around of her. So all she has to do is to pull off, you know, she can probably wriggle her way out of there, pull off the blindfold, pick up the sword, and off she will go. But she's trapped in her emotions. Look how her feet are in water. She's trapped in her head, okay, with the swords. It's her head, it's her mind. So your mind is what keeps you trapped. Your fear in your life has everything to do with just being in your head. Okay, so if you use your intuition, it will guide you through the darkness. It will guide you through anything that is bad. So it's fears. So your entrapment since 2008 have been to find the truth using your intuition and to face your fears. Okay, so no, we don't want that deck. We want this deck first, right? We want some advice for Pisces, and then we'll see if you've learned your lessons, if you've worked your way through your fears, if you've used your intuition to guide you out of any situation where you feel trapped or you can't see your way out. If you use your intuition, what advice, and then what could be coming in? Well, enchantment. So this is that of, so just for some of you, there is a soulmate on the other end of your fears. Okay, you may not see them, but they are there. You just have to believe. The enchantment card is very much the card of really just being more intuitive. It's about seeing fun in your life. Unicorns are magical. So do you believe in magic, Pisces? Have you lost touch with magic? As a child, did you believe in magic, in fairies and unicorns? Did you have a very magical childhood? Or did you not believe in magic at all? You know, Father Christmas, and do you get excited when it's the concept of just magic and fairies, and, you know, think about the movies that you watched, because that is what you're needing again. You need to believe in magic, okay? So the more you believe in magic and miracles, the more it will come. And look there, even the loving elements, believing in fairies again. Maybe you need to connect with fairies, you know, go into your garden, connect with butterflies and fairies, and ask the fairy world to help you with your wishes, because they want to help you. Maybe that's the best thing for some of you, fairy magic. We've even got a unicorn sitting here. I mean, not a unicorn, a leprechaun. Wow, that card's definitely sitting there. So, Pisces, your best way out of your current situation, maybe you've got financial problems, maybe you've got relationship problems, maybe just your whole life feels trapped in bad jobs and bad relationships. The answer will come to you through magic, through fairies, through maybe even herbs, or healing. If you've got a healing problem, healing through herbs, healing through plant medicine. I'm just thinking about everything to do with unicorns and magic and leprechauns and mushrooms and, I don't know, just all kinds of magical world. You need to get into a magical world. Right, talk to me please, spirit guides, Pisces. Okay, right. The Akashic field. Well, that's manifesting your way out. You need to manifest your way out of this circumstances. And the only way you're going to do that, again, is to work with magic, is to believe in magic, okay? To go back to a world where there is magic, to not focus on what you've lost, to not focus on what you don't have, to work through those emotions, Pisces, that your emotions have been turbulent. Your emotions, your fears have been really turbulent. Fears of not getting out of your current circumstances, your financial struggles, whatever. It's the fear. So find some working with nature spirits is definitely will help you to manifest. Okay, call in the nature spirits to help you. Okay, balancing your emotions. Okay, you are the water sign. So if you can balance your emotions, you will find your way out of a situation. You will ascend, maybe in a spiritual way. You are ascending to a higher level. You're learning things that you never thought you would have learned before. So you were trapped in perhaps even, you know, to do with spirituality, you were trapped in certain belief systems, and you now have to free yourself and take off the blindfold and see the truth of what is actually happening in the world. See the truth about religion. See the truth about your belief systems, okay? And balancing your emotions. Maybe your emotions run too high. Maybe 1 minute you're highly stressed and you erratic with your emotions. Spirit guides are saying you have to balance your emotions, because that's why things in your life are up and down. That's why you feel trapped. You cannot manifest because your body is too emotional, okay? I've been told maybe you're needing more sleep for some of you, okay? Right. So, okay, there's something very fated. Now, this could be, again, for some Pisces out there, there's a soulmate, okay? You are fated and destined to meet someone. For the rest of you, you are fated for something better, okay? Fate is stepping in. So that's why you just have to let go and go and have fun. Go and do everything that makes you feel joyous and happy. Let it go. Because fate is stepping in. You are stronger than what you think you are, okay? You are stronger than anything that you've been thrown your way. The willow tree can handle any storm. The willow tree can handle all weather. The willow tree, your job is to shine your light so that something good comes towards you. You know, you'll be the moth to the flame. You need to be the flame right now, Pisces, and really shine bright. Show others the love. Show others the compassion. Show others how much you love yourself, okay? Show others how magical life can be, and life will become magical for you, okay? Final outcome, please, for Pisces that will happen. Wow, yep, Queen of Scrolls. This is a time for you to really step into your belief systems. How attractive do you believe you are? And I don't care about your weight. I don't care about your looks. I don't care about anything else other than what do you believe? Do you believe you're attractive? Do you believe that you are good enough? Do you believe in yourself? Because if you do, the universe will believe in you, okay? So this has been your biggest lesson, was to not to have this entrapment. You are not entrapped. Okay, to free yourself, to see the truth of your entrapment, to rather see life in a magical place where magical things happen. Think of all the fairy tales you've ever loved as a childhood. Carry on believing in that. Go back to that magic, okay? Because fated things are happening for you. You just need to believe, okay? That's what I have for you, Pisces. Comment, like, subscribe, and believe. Thank you. Hello, Cancer moons, Cancer rising, Cancer sun, and Cancer Venus's signs. Okay, so the first thing you want to know, Cancer, since 2008, now you are, I think, also quite a flowy sign. So let's see, what were your biggest lessons? What were your biggest lessons, Cancer? Since 2008, what was Cancer's biggest lesson? What did they have to learn the most? Since 2008, what was their toxic behavior that they had to learn from since 2008? What did Cancer have to learn? Wow, okay, so those flipped out. Okay. Cancer, you had to learn about your fears, okay? You might have suffered a lot of anxiety since 2008, because it was like you were fearing, maybe you had to learn about friendships, people in your life that were not in your highest good. You had to learn that you needed to celebrate life more and not live with fears. So I'm not too sure if there were like maybe a lot of fears around friends or fears around having fun. Maybe you felt like you were too scared to go and have fun, or perhaps again you had to learn a lot of very stuck lessons when it comes to your friends, your friend group, okay? And maybe you've had a lot of maybe even third-party situations. Maybe you dealt with relationships where they weren't committed, or relationships where people or friends or colleagues, perhaps even, you know, jobs where people were not as committed as what they said they were. People had other options in their life, better things for themselves, and you wanted to be with these people and they just weren't healthy for you. In fact, most of these relationships that you had since 2008 perhaps were very they caused you a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety and sleepless nights because of that. And so your lessons had to be really about yourself. Your lessons had to be what you deserve, who deserves to be in your life and who does not. Okay, so that was your biggest lesson since 2008. You also a cardinal sign, so I kind of feel like things in your life were really you know, they were quite tough. So you probably will have quite a lot of better times coming up, you know, if you've learned those lessons, if you have learned that you should not have relationships that cause you anxiety and stress, and learn how, you know, learn about deception and even self-deception. Okay, so we'll take those aside and let's just get a, yeah, balanced relationships is what I'm getting, you know, equal give and take. You know, it's not always possible in situations, you know, like sometimes one partner or friend earns more money than the other partner or friend or whatever. But, you know, people in your life that you know are really, that the effort is there, that the caring is there, and that you get something good out of a situation, okay? That it's balanced in some way or form, okay? So what for Cancerians? All situations need to be balanced in some way, you know. Time is money. So as people give, if you don't have money, but you can give people your time. Look at that. Balance, romance, and ideas and inspiration. Okay. So celebration, look at there. Celebrating life, celebrating with friends, celebrating yourself really is going to get you more within your life. I kind of feel like, again, there's a balanced romantic situation for you, something that's equal, something, you know, for you, and for others it's just, you know, having, again, people in your life that it's equal give and take. I give you my energy, I give you, this is also a family, you know, a family that overtake from you, family who just assume, well, you're just going to give, family who really don't care about your worth, but they just care about themselves, for example. Spirit guides are going to give you some kind of ideas and some kind of inspiration coming soon, okay, that will help you in whatever it is that you're dealing with. All right, so Cancer, let's just see. Yeah, you need to dig deep, Cancer. You need to believe in yourself. It's just that simple. So people that are overtaking or overbearing, you need to become, you're going to be meeting your tribe, the people that are meant to be in your life. You're going to meet them. You will learn the lessons from the past. There's more happiness coming, soul tribe, soul jobs, you know, just, yeah, look at that, being caught in the ruins. Yeah, I kind of feel like you're releasing so much. And if you haven't, it's time. It's time to learn self-love. It's time to release all the people. Release, 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 okay? I know there's some paths that you don't see coming yet, but just have faith and release. Okay, so Cancer, what is coming for Cancerians? What is coming in for Cancerian, please, Spirit Guides, for Cancerians? The journey. Wow, travel, relocation, or something to do with ships, something to do with docks or ships or imports and exports. I have to just bring up all those things. Perhaps movement, moving, a journey, taking a vacation. Okay. So if you're dealing with importing or exports or ships or containers or anything to do with over the sea or overseas, this might be a sign for you. Or like I said, maybe it's a sign for you to now move or move on or relocate. Okay. Children may be important around you, but it's also really asking you to look at your inner child, work with your inner child, look at things in your life the way children do. That child's really looking at a butterfly. See the world from the eyes of a child. See the world from the eyes of, you know, joy and excitement and pleasure. Yeah, there's growth for you. Things are expanding for you. But you really are focusing on your skills. So maybe you're an artist, maybe you are creative, maybe there's some kind of skill that you're really needing to focus on, and then there will be expansion around that skill. I kind of feel like you may be signing contracts soon, contracts of love, contracts, and you could be new love, job contracts, housing, cars, you know, something in your life that could definitely be, or again, I'm not really too sure what the contracts could be, but I kind of feel like it's a new emotional beginning for you. Reflection. Yeah, there's definitely something for you to travel overseas. Definitely, if you've been considering traveling overseas, this is your sign. But yeah, working through your emotions, knowing when your emotions are running away from you, and learning how to balance your emotions will definitely help you. The more you are balancing your emotions, spend some time in prayer and meditation, the quicker you will get some kind of ideas or inspiration that's going to help you move, that's going to help you perhaps work through something where you're needing some kind of expansion or growth within your life. And there's the ascending. Yeah, you're ascending. Even spiritually, the more time you spend in prayer and meditation, you may have aha moments about your spiritual self, about your soul, about your life purpose, okay? But you are ascending to a higher level within your life, within your career, within your romantic situation. There could be a move, couples moving in together. There could be house moves, job moves. I definitely feel like there's movement coming for you, Cancer, but again, learn the lessons. Let go of people and situations that are not for your highest good, for people who are not interested in helping you, family members that are just for themselves, you know. Let those go. You need balance within your life. Balance equal give and take. Time is money, so you know, some people will give their time. Some people will show, you know, we've all got different love languages. Learn other people's love languages to understand. But at the same time, if people cannot give you their time or their money or their consideration, then it's time to move away from those people. Okay, that includes your job or any other situation where you don't feel like you are ascending or getting better or higher. That's what I have for you, Pisces. Sorry, Cancer. Don't know why I'm saying Pisces. Maybe you got Pisces in your chart. Anyway, Cancer, don't forget to check out your moon, your rising, and Venus, and share this with others, and like, follow, subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye. Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising, Scorpio ascending, Scorpio sun. Welcome. Scorpio Venus. Welcome. I'm a Scorpio Venus, so let's get a message. Okay, so the first thing I want to know, Scorpio, what was your lessons since 2008? You know, have you been dealing with lies, deception? Have you been dealing with people who were too strategic? Have you had to learn how to become more strategic with people? Hope coming. Let's go. What was the lesson though for Scorpio? What was Scorpio's biggest lesson since 2008? What happened in 2008, Scorpio? What did you have to learn? What's gone on since 2008? What was the lesson? What was the lesson for Scorpio? Oh, okay. Scorpio. Okay, so your biggest lesson was how to balance, okay? So you may have had a lot of tumultuous things happen since 2008, like your emotions were all over. You had this infinite amount of chaos within your world. Big emotions, big upsets, big hurts, big amount of learning how to balance. Maybe balance your money, maybe balance your budget. You had to learn how slow and steady wins the race. I know Scorpios are very much all in or all out kind of people. And so this is one of those, perhaps learning how to take things easier in your life. When it comes to money, is it all about money, Scorpio, or do you put time in for yourself? In relationships, maybe you haven't made a decision for some. Maybe you've waited for someone. Maybe you have spent this time focused on money because your emotions are all over the place. So your obsession has been really about learning balanced relationships, equal give and take, how to have more of a balanced emotions and not having so much turbulence or dealing with people that are really turbulent within your life. Understanding that sitting there or sitting in a situation and not making a choice has kind of probably caused more emotional turmoil for you than what you're wanting to believe. Okay, I'm just kind of running with different things. Slow and steady wins the race if you're wanting something stable, but at the same time you need to look at your emotions and not put time, energy and effort into people or situations where or maybe you were dealing with a situation where someone was juggling you and other people, was juggling you and money, or juggling you or deceiving you in the sense of making you juggle all kinds of things to try and make them happy. And really and truly, this person just expects you to look after them, to pay their way. the expectations are just there, and you had to learn the lessons of being used and abused. Okay, I have to throw all the things out there. So Scorpio, what do you want to tell Scorpio, Spirit Guides? What do you want to tell Scorpio right now? What do you want to tell Scorpio? Oh, forgiveness. Okay, Scorpio, I really feel like for a lot of you, you were deceived. Someone was juggling you. Okay, not for everyone. This may be forgiving yourself. Maybe you were juggling other people and you deceived someone else. And this is forgiving yourself as well as forgiving other people who perhaps were juggling you, that caused you turmoil, that you waited time and energy and effort into something and it just didn't happen. Maybe you need to forgive yourself because you didn't put in the energy where you needed to put in the energy, because you were more focused on money, or you're more focused on something else. I don't know what that is, but forgiving people who have hurt you, forgiving yourself for whatever you think you did wrong. Tomorrow's another day, Scorpio. Okay, change is coming and you are very rigid. Okay, so you may be battling with letting go of something because there's something better coming in. So look at your rigid behavior. Okay, learn to have more time, energy, and something you are transforming, Scorpio, and that's your card of transformation. Scorpios are meant to transform. They're meant to be able to accept change. You may have legal situations, but you will rise above it, Scorpio. You will rise above whatever's coming in. This is a new karmic cycle for you, and it's a new birth of new shoots, of new things. This is just a new cycle. Okay, you've got this year to kind of sort yourself out. You need to master something. Maybe you've got skills that you didn't realize that you had, and really and truly, you've waited a long time for something, Scorpio. And again, have you made a decision? Were you supposed to make a decision? Let me just see. So Scorpio, something will be or has fallen apart. Something has been ripped apart. I was going to change those, but then I realized, no, this makes sense. You need to find your muse. You needed to find a muse. Maybe somewhere out there is a muse, someone who's helping you. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's in the spirit world, maybe it's you. Learning how to balance your life, learning how to temper your situation, learning to find your own muse within. What are you maybe a creative person, maybe you're an artist, maybe there's like something within you, Scorpio, that you have to find. And I promise you, it will bring more peace in your life. It will bring more balance into your life. You are transforming. Yes, something has come to an end, okay? And that's why you need to forgive yourself and the people you were dealing with, because someone was juggling you, or you were juggling. I don't know what the situation is, but you feel deceived by someone, okay? Or something in your life. And you have to learn to forgive. It was just a lesson. I know that's easier said than done, but it was just a lesson, okay? Spirit guides will bring you something better, okay? You can't sit in that fear. You can't sit in that space of waiting. You should never be waiting for someone. Give yourself a timeline, but, heavens above, make the decision, and make the decision to choose you, okay? Because really, you want peace, you want serenity in your life, there's some kind of muse waiting for you, there's some kind of change and transformation happening for you, okay? But you need to forgive, let go, and move forward. Because let's see what you don't see coming. What doesn't Scorpio see coming with this change? Because again, change is coming whether you like it or not. It's going to force it upon you. The more you resist, the harder it's going to be for you. The more you just go with it and go, well, you know what, I'm taking the dive into something new. Wow. The more it will happen for you. Okay, there's unknown paths, karmic cycles. Widen your scope, Scorpio, widen your scope. There is a pathway that's being highlighted for you. Angels are giving you signs. They're giving you, maybe in your dreams, you're hearing certain names, you're listening certain songs, videos, movies. Something is highlighting a path. The one path, unfortunately, does have a fox. Okay, foxes are tricky, cunning, the cunning fox. So this is the path that may be pulled away from you. And if you don't do it, it's going to be pulled away probably in an uglier way. So someone will end up having an affair, and that will really, really hurt you. But spirit guides are going, well, or someone's just going to say to you one day, I don't love you anymore, and they're going to leave, or you will lose your job, or something happens that pulls you in a certain situation apart, and it's going to hurt. So this is like, well, Scorpio, you didn't listen. The signs were there. They were cautioning you that this person was tricky in some way. They were overspending money, or spending things and telling you they needed things. That was lies. That there was lies and there was deception. Someone tried to, a cunning fox. Something else, another path there, and it's a raccoon. But raccoons are also, I don't know. There's this one's a squirrel. It's more fun. It's fluffy. It's better for you. Okay. They might be publishing, learning, reading up on situations. Maybe you need to go back to learning about things in your life. There's a library there, so maybe going back to the Akashic library, or perhaps even looking back to the ancient days and ancient scribes, and where did religion start and how did religion start, and really learning about that. Perhaps for some of you, perhaps there's legal situations, divorce, with the splitting card, there could be divorce happening, and you've got to come up with a better strategy is what I'm getting. If you fearing what could happen, you need to come up with a strategy. Make a plan, Scorpio. You've got to make a plan. How are you going to get out of the situation? 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. It's a big change, Scorpio. Whether you like it or not, it's going to be forced upon you in some way or form. So go with it. Allow it to happen. Surrender to the change that's coming in. It will be for your better good. Okay, I know it doesn't feel like that right now. You are setting your course. You are moving, perhaps collaborating. There's 3 other people. Maybe it's a partnership. Maybe you've got some kind of partnership with a muse, someone where you can do healing, or there's some kind of artistic, creative business idea coming in. It's kind of widening your scope from your current job, your current relationship, your current way of making money. Maybe even there's a big move coming in overseas, putting it all out there. Your manifestations are actually coming in, which is why this is collapsing, because it wasn't what you actually want. You want stability. This was not stable. This was someone that didn't know what they wanted. In and out, in and out, in and out, up and down, up and down. Love you one minute, hate you the next. One of those push and pulls, okay? That's what I have for you, Scorpio. If it resonates with you, please give me a thumbs up, like, or share with someone else. And don't forget to check out your moon, your rising, and your Venus. Thank you, and goodbye.